Fellow Leo, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. Cutie patootie, how you doing, all of my beautiful fellow Leos out there? So this is a humidifier. I'll explain about this in a few minutes. Today, dear fellow Leo, I'm going to be doing your reading from July 26th to August 2nd. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. In this reading, dear fellow Leo, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards for you and get some final advice. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning back, how you doing, my beautiful fellow Leos? So this is Henry. He's also getting his sinuses. What do you call this? Humidified, okay? Cleansing out. You okay? And then this is Michael. He's just chilling. So thank you very much for being here, dear fellow Leo. I am doing much better today because I was experiencing some really bad allergies last week. I'm actually recovering. That strong medication has helped. My meditations are helping me. Taking care of myself is helping me. I do have my Ironman coming up this Saturday on July 25th. I'm sure it's going to be many of your birthdays too. And my birthday is on the 28th. So I've been preparing for this. I'm going to get this reading done. I'm getting a haircut and then I'm going to pack up and head out to Idaho. Okay, so really excited for this journey. The decal for the bike is ready. I already posted into the community post, so you're more than welcome to check it out. All the donors' names, people who have donated, who have supported, is in that QR code. So anyone that scans it, they're gonna see the donor's name. Thank you very much if you have supported in any way, okay? And also there is a short story about that as well. So basically, it's an amazing journey. I'm gonna create a website too. And this humidifier is right next to me because it really is helping me to keep the air moist because it's very dry here in Vegas. It also is giving kind of a cool effect, you guys. Magical. So, fellow Leo, your challenge is the Chariot. Okay, I see you, Leo, moving. I see you going to places, baby. So the Chariot is your challenge, one of my most favorite cards. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Tower. Okay, again, so we're having Tower for snacks and breakfast, right? So where I put my phone, I need to look at the time because I gotta go to my barber, my Leo barber. So, Leo, your challenge is the Chariot, and in tarot, Chariot means leaving the past behind and moving forward. Okay, this is one of my most favorite cards. This also represents Cancer energy, so you might have Cancer in your birth chart. This has a lot to do, Leo, with our season. Welcome, bitches, to the Leo season. Welcome to the iconic season of the year. And this is about, Leo, you basically getting into the driver's seat. Not that you were not in the driver's seat, but I think you really are about to take like complete control and hold of the steering wheel and move forward. Okay, the Chariot here means, because this is your challenge, maybe you have been struggling to move on from something, someone, a place, or a thing, right? And we're gonna get more information, we're gonna clarify that for you. In the recent past, you have the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen and the Justice. So it looks like in the recent past, there was an ending between you and a specific person here. I think that the way that this relationship or this situation ended, Leo, actually happened quite unexpectedly and quite fast with the Eight of Wands. Some of you went through a divorce. Some of you maybe are still going through a divorce. You could have dealt with the Libra. Maybe you are dealing with the Libra. We're going to get back to this and we're going to clarify this. So, in the present moment, you have the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, and the World. Leo, there is a very strong connection that's showing up for you in the present moment. And this strong connection that's showing up, your intuition already knows about this. I think that whoever this person is, I think this individual is helping you to close out a cycle. There is a cycle that's coming to an end, okay? And you intuitively have been feeling this. In your intuition, excuse me, has been already telling you that, Leo, there is a cycle that's going to come to an end. You are literally closing that cycle, the World. And the Queen of Wands is Leo. So we're going to talk about this. There is a very spiritual connection between you and a specific person for sure. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Taurus, maybe another Leo, Scorpio, Virgo. In the future, you have the Fool, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So It looks like in the future, Leo, for many of you, okay, in your season, there is a conflict resolution. If something here hasn't worked out between you and a specific person, or, you know, if you have like somebody under your radar right now, or you think that there is a new person that's gonna come into your life, I feel like for many of you, there might be a minor issue to like a conflict to resolve between you and that person. We're gonna clarify that because I see here a new beginning here happening between you and possibly an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but there is a conflict, or this may not be a major conflict. This might be something that it comes from within. That conflict sometimes is Five of Swords is also a conflict within. When someone is conflicted within themselves, to let go of a situation, because what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Leo, is the Two of Swords. This is about you making that decision here to move forward. That's what you don't see coming, right? Because when a new beginning, when a new cycle is going to open up for you, when you close out an old cycle, you know, you still have questions. You still are kind of trying to make sense. A lot of you actually have been wanting to receive some kind of message or communication from a specific person from the past. You wanted a closure. A lot of you wanted to even confront somebody who ended things with you in the recent past. But the question that you want to ask yourself, is it really worth? Is it really worth it? Do you really want to confront that person and wait? Because the Tower, I'm going to say something and I'm going to jump into your reading and clarify everything. Just remember, Leo, people who try to put anybody down, anybody, okay? Like anybody. I'm not just saying people who try to put Leos down, but anybody. People who try to put anyone down, who are being condescending, people who are trying to ruin somebody's life, reputation, hurt intentionally. You know what it's called? They'll self-destruct. They will self-destruct themselves in the process of doing it. And that's the real karma. Okay, so I think you don't need to get exact answers from this person. You don't need this person to come and tell you, okay, Page of Swords, they're watching you, I know they are, but you don't need this person to come and tell you that they admit that they are wrong. They know that they're wrong, and the karma they have to carry with their life is within, you know, the rest of their life is basically the same patterns if they don't change, if they don't become better. That's their pattern. That's what they have to, that's their cross they have to carry, okay? So let's get into your reading, fellow Leo. Once I start feeling better, I will definitely sing happy birthday to all of you. And I don't post readings on TikTok. I don't reach out to anybody on WhatsApp, whatever. So be careful out there. And make sure to hit that like button. Okay, we got to get the most likes also, especially the Leo season. That helps the channel a lot. You've been really great about it. So thank you very much. So let's get into your reading and clarify your Chariot and see where you're going. Where are you going, baby boy? So yeah, I mean, I've been recovering, Leo. I know a lot of you want to know what's going on. I've been recovering. I've been feeling good, honestly. It was tough the past few days, but it's allergies. It's pollen, ragweed. You know, I'm definitely going to get an allergy test just to kind of identify it a little bit more. You know what I mean? But if you remember I had flowers next to me. I'm not going to put any flowers next to me anymore because we are the flowers already. But it's just like the pollen on top of those flowers, they really, really congested me. I think it was those flowers. So the Chariot is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. So you're tired of an old cycle. You're tired of this constant waiting game. And I know that you are. So somebody here, Leo, is going to open up to you emotionally, okay? The Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. See, the Queen of Wands is looking the other way from the Queen of Cups. This is not a gender specific. There's a lot of male Leos also watching me too. Where are you looking right now? I think you're looking into two different directions, fellow Leo. And I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing, baby. You're looking into two different directions, Leo, because when this person, the new person that's going to come into your life and make an offer, you're still looking into the past, Queen of Wands. You're still contemplating, and I think it's a good thing that you're kind of looking into the past because you're realizing that, oh, you know, is it really worth it to get justice with this person? Is it really worth it? Leo, listen. You don't have to, I'm not saying you are that person, I'm just saying this is a generic statement, okay? You don't have to see someone exactly suffering their karma, right? For you to find the peace of mind that what they did to you was wrong and now they're getting the consequences. We don't have to witness that in order for us to have a peace of mind. Because the way that the universe works, the way that God works, okay, the force, it's not our business to really impose what somebody should be going through or that they should get the karma, because we're not vindictive. We are protective, but we're not vindictive. I think it's just more so because Leos, we like justice, we like fairness, and I think the feeling of, that somebody, what they did to you was very unjust and it was very unfair. I think the more you think about it, the more it makes you feel very exhausted, and you've been waiting to get that answer here. But what if you just let go of the past and let God handle the rest, whatever it might be, and you just literally move forward? Chariot. The Chariot, look at this person, 11:11 on the clock, that has the city behind him and he's moving forward. That city, Leo, that city behind him, behind you, that means past people, past situations, past memories. The sun is moving into our sign. So that also means, Leo, that this is about you really realizing, in my season, okay, another year around the sun, another year, what am I going to, because everything revolves around the sun, right? Everybody else is a planet. The star is your ruling planet. It's a star. It's your ruling planet. It's the biggest star out there. So you're ruled by the star, basically. Where do you want to see yourself going forward from like this chapter on? And trust me, I'm not going to rush into the reading too much, but I just want to bring that into your attention. Where do you see yourself going? Because there is an opportunity here. There is someone here that wants to open up to you emotionally and come towards your way and make an offer to you. But if you don't move your attention away from this past person, past situation, it's, you'll miss out on that opportunity, at least this time. That's why it's going to be extremely crucial and very critical for you, because this is going to open up like a new opportunity for you. I saw the Wheel of Fortune also has a lot to do with career too. I see here you're doing a lot of travels, moving forward, and thank goodness today that in 2 days the freaking Mercury retrograde is ending. It's been the worst Mercury retrograde probably of all times, honestly. And I feel like we really need to get out of this freaking heavy energy, because even me just getting this allergy kind of is part of the Mercury retrograde, that last tail, that last freaking week, right? But it's okay. This is about you really just getting yourself together and saying, okay, I need to wash my face, I need to wash my hands, and I need to move forward. So in the past, Leo, there was an ending here, obviously with the Ten of Swords, very painful. Okay, very suddenly, clarified by the Empress, the Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. I really want to bring your attention to this goddamn Seven of Swords card right here. What do you see? I actually was studying this card the other day, because sometimes I like to sit, Leo, and I like to kind of look closer to the cards. One thing that I just noticed, right, and I've been doing tarot for quite some time, and I love the tarot cards. Have you noticed where this person is holding the swords from? Do you see that this person is holding the swords from, like, literally from the sharp area? Do you think it's safe to carry those swords? Because the person who lied to you, they thought that they were safe. Somebody lied to you in the past. Somebody was very dishonest to you in the recent past, okay? That's Seven of Swords. Nobody can hold swords or a knife from the edges. It's gonna cut them fingers real bad. So somebody was caught. Somebody was caught in their lies in the past, Leo, and Eight of Cups. Somebody walked away from you, and I think this person walked away first because they were afraid that you would catch on something. And you know how sometimes people leave you before you leave them because, and then they all make it about themselves because they're afraid that you'll catch up on them, right? So in the recent past, Leo, I do see here that a lot of you nurtured this person, you even parented this person. Like literally you did so much. You could have even dealt with someone who was well known. And there was an ending, Five of Pentacles, okay? A lot of you still felt lonely. Even though you were in a relationship with this person, you were still feeling lonely with this person. You didn't feel complete, you didn't feel appreciated. Five of Pentacles, it was not a Six of Pentacles where let's say there was an equal give and take exchange energy, right? So the Eight of Wands here for you, Leo, is clarified in the recent past. It's clarified by the Ace of Cups, Four of Wands, and the World. A lot of you were, the Justice here is again, so very strong Libra energy. My, cutie patootie Libras, if you did not do this to Leos and you're a cross-watcher, it's okay. Don't take it personally, okay? In the recent past, Leo, many of you were like planning to either get married with this person to solidify the relationship. Ace of Cups, Four of Wands, that's like the relationship card right there, and the World. But it came to an end, okay? It came to an end, Leo. And there was definitely legal matters here. I do see here separation here happening between you and this person. Someone here was just not willing to commit. The Justice is clarified by the Strength, okay? That's you showing up in the recent past. Five of Swords, Eight of Swords. A lot of you felt trapped with this person, okay? That Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords, Leo, this is about constant conflict and argument. I don't know who you were dealing with exactly, but I do see here a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of this passive-aggressive behavior also coming from this person. That's what I'm seeing into the cards. I'm not making anything up. This has nothing to do with my story. I get it. People sometimes ask, oh, when you're doing a reading for a Leo, does it resonate with you? I'm out of the picture, okay? Sometimes it may, but I'm unplugged from like my life or my story, okay? So every one of us have our own stories, but I'm in a much different place in my life right now. I'm seeing and I'm showing the cards. Okay, so Six of Cups here. This person could have been, I think this person for some of you could have been a karmic. You might have confused this person to be a soulmate or a twin flame. Just gonna let you know. Okay, constant conflict here going on between you and this person. A lot of you felt trapped. A lot of you wanted to get out of a marriage also, or a very toxic situation. Now, because whatever happened between you and this person ended, Leo, you have your intuition actually tuning up, going all the way up with the High Priestess. In the present moment, your intuition, you are intuitively feeling something is coming. Something big is about to come. You can feel that, right? And you are the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands. And the World. The World is like, let's close this chapter, Leo. This is the season. This is the season. Joy to the world. Leo season has come, some saying. So, the High Priestess is clarified by the Hangman, the Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So, let me tell you something. As soon as you see a dream, as soon as you see the confirmation, even this message here today could be your confirmation, you need to act on it. This is about taking action. That Hangman, let me explain card by card so you know how passionate I am about you understanding what the cards are even saying, okay? And I'm very tuned into your reading. So Hangman, this is about you realizing, right? When your head gets a light bulb moment, right? Something gets illuminated. You have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. You better act on it. Knight of Swords is acting. Eight of Pentacles is putting the efforts. And you say, what does that mean, Arman? That means that you need to cut it out. You need to do some cord cutting. You gotta do some cord cutting. You gotta release those, the dead cords, these dead energies, these parasitic energies, the energetic debris from your aura. You need to do that because people, whoever you have interacted before, when we interact with people from the past and we don't have proper closures, they can leave energetic debris. Because when you think of someone, like, what does your body feel? When you think of someone who did you wrong from the past, what is the reaction in your body? Does your palms get sweaty? Do you feel anxiety, resentment, anger, right? These are very valid questions we need to ask ourselves. What do our bodies telling us that we need to pay attention to? Because your emotions and your feelings are the language. That is the language of your body. And your body is telling you something. When you do the meditation, you do the breath work, you write a letter, you burn it, you do the cord cutting, your visualization, you basically disempower that cord, so that energy, that person, that past memory, okay, that your body took a screenshot of, and every time you think about that trauma, it makes you feel a certain way. It has no power over your body, okay? So I've learned those things from Dr. Joe Dispenza retreats, and I've read his books, and I've read a lot of books about this, so I'm not just like blabbing. Like I know this is like real stuff, okay? Body keeps the score. That book might be very familiar, or The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So now you're making a decision, Leo, with the Queen of Wands, and it's clarified by the Four of Swords, the Devil here, and the Seven of Cups. The freaking Devil. Oh Lord. SOS. Matthew, right? Cutie patootie. Your birthday is coming up too. I mean, you're late August. No, you're on the cusp of a Virgo. Leo, whatever. You gotta let go of the devil. How many times have we seen the devil coming out in Leo's readings? So I'm saying, you gotta heal. The Four of Swords is you meditating, or in your mind, or in your decision, cutting the cord. And I was just literally talking about the cord. Look at the chain that these people are chained up together. And then there is the devil here, okay? You gotta cut the cord. And then there is the Seven of Cups, because if we don't do the cutting, if we don't let go, this Seven of Cups is about illusions, confusion. What do I do? Like, I'm trying to make sense, right? Because sometimes when you have that mental confusion coming up, Leo, that could be a result of like the unfinished businesses that we have. And we sometimes think that we have to have a closure with someone, and we gotta let them come towards our way so that they can tell us that they messed up big time, and then we can move on. You don't have to have that this time. You don't have to, okay? Like I said, the devil and the tower, that's already self-destruct. So you're choosing to let go of whoever you were dealing with. Super toxic person, super toxic, okay? This person is not healthy for you from the past. You already know this. A lot of addictions, possibly third-party situations here. And listen, I'm not the one here to constantly, I'm not here to talk about rose petals. You already know this. I'm a Leo, and I keep it very real. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, okay? I'm not the channel for you to sit here and to give you some fake promises. You already know that. So this is about you realizing, Leo, that you gotta let go of whoever was toxic, manipulative, controlling, passive aggressive. That's the energy that's coming through. And this person from your past has been holding you down. If you are tied up to this past person with the devil, with them chains, how are you gonna be able to move forward? How? If you are constantly going back and forth, fellow Leo, with the Two of Swords, what do I do with this person? Just let him go. And that's why the world here, this is the last card in Major Arcana in Tarot, and this literally means closure and an ending. It's clarified by the Ten of Swords, hell yeah, the Lovers and the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Because look, you may think that this was the one for you. You may think that, oh, this was the person, whatever. But that Ten of Swords here was the first card that came up in your reading. Remember in the beginning, I talked about it. So you gotta let go of this person and slowly but surely move forward. And you want love. I know that you want a relationship, and that's coming for you. And then there is a thick, juicy Ace of Wands. Or Ace of Cups, okay? So here is the thing, Leo, this partnership, this connection could be different culture that's coming for you. You're making room for what's coming for you. And those tarot cards, and what I'm speaking, this is the truth. And it's not gonna resonate with everyone, but I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know that this is the energy that's really coming through. And I know that many of you have been really wanting to hear a message like this. You've been needing to hear a message like this. And this is your confirmation. That new person that's going to really truly honor you and love you, and that could be your true soulmate, that person is around the corner, but you got to make sure that you're closing out this cycle with your ex. Let me just put it that way. Okay? You got to put an end to that, because whatever is ended is gone. It's gone. This Lovers and the Ten of Swords, this is a done deal from the past. Okay? And I'm sending you big hugs, and I'm sending you a lot of love. And I know that it's not that easy to go through what you went through, because like I said, you wouldn't see this Arman right here if I didn't go through a specific type of breakup. You know what I'm saying? So this is your moment, Leo, here. This is you just realizing that, I need to let go of what no longer serves me. And what I went through also, it was difficult at a time. If somebody told me you gotta let go, it was so hard. But I'm so glad that it happened. I'm so glad I let go of that person from the past. So, Magician, sprinkle, sprinkle in the future, the Fool. The Fool in the future is clarified by the Magician. So you're manifesting. You are in the middle of manifestation in the future, because your manifestation powers as above, so below are opening up, and you're able to create something really beautiful for you. So the Magician here, the Ten of Wands and the Temperance and the Eight of Cups, By you walking away from this person from the past, by you disconnecting from this situation, I think you're alchemizing this pain into power. That temperance is all about alchemy, right? Pouring from one cup to another. You're alchemizing, you're creating, you are letting go, of whatever has happened. Don't look at this past hurts and this past situations, Leo, as if, God damn, pity me. No. Even though you hit rock bottom really hard, remember, there is also that love, I can't remember what is it called. I'm so sorry from top of my head, but it's like, even though you hit hard on the ground, your bounce back is gonna be even stronger, right? Law of resistance, whatever it's called. So, anyways, okay, you're stepping into a new power. You're turning pain into power. And with the King of Pentacles, I think there is also financial stability coming for you, but more so, you're also resolving even your finances are improving too. Five of Swords, King of Pentacles, if you have had issues in regards to money. But like I said, you're actually entering into a relationship with somebody new. Page of Pentacles. Could be age differences between you and them. Ten of Pentacles. Like you're going from Page of Pentacles to Nine of Cups to Ten of Pentacles because this is a self-fulfilling prophecy because you focused on yourself and you loved yourself and you said, I love myself too much to go back to the devil. Okay? And this is allowing you, Leo, this is giving you the opportunity to really manifest that true love for you. And Ten of Pentacles is a long-term commitment. When whoever this person is coming into your life, they are staying in your life. They are staying in your life, Leo. And with the Five of Swords, there is a conflict resolution within yourself. Judgment, yes. Chariot, Queen of Swords. This is basically, I think, honestly, this Five of Swords, Leo, it's not just with other people. This is about when we get conflicted within us and we need to make a decision, okay? So what you are doing here with the Judgment is there is a major realization that you're having. That realization that you're going to have, Leo, is basically with the Chariot here showing up twice. I got to move on. I got to let go. And you are the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords has the sword in her hand. That sword is your speech. That is your decision. That is what you speak into existence. Once you cut the cord and once you decide to move forward and let the past stay into the past, that's in the past tense, okay? I used to be on my ass, but that's past tense. So I'm saying, so now you're moving forward, Leo, with the Chariot because you made that decision. That's an internal decision you're making because you still have had that conflicted feelings within you. You still had that inner conflict as if I really wanted to have closure with this person. I really wanted to. And don't care if Mercury retrograde brings this person back or not. It doesn't matter anymore. You know what I'm saying? It does not matter if the Mercury retrograde bring them. If this person from the past, they may come at a time when it's not even Mercury retrograde. That's not the point anymore. Some things are not the point anymore. The point here, Leo, is with the Chariot of you moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and just resolving that conflict within you because when you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Leo, you have the Two of Swords. Stop going back and forth, constantly wondering if this is the right choice. Choosing yourself is always the right choice. Let me say it again for the people in the back. Choosing yourself is always the right choice. The strength. You showed up. I knew you was going to show up here at the bottom of the deck. Okay? And then there is the Four of Swords because you're doing a lot of healing. There is the mother freaking Tower. Let the Tower stay into the Tower. Page of Swords. Let them watch. Let them observe. Let them whatever. You just move on. You don't need a proper closure. You don't need the way that this person should show up and say, well, Leo, yeah, I actually messed up and I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry. Be better. But, be better for the next person. At least. Because Leo is moving on. The Chariot, you already have made up your minds, I'm saying. So let's get the advice for you, Leo. Let's get the advice. I think I'm still going to make it, yeah, definitely to my barber. Like, the allergy hit me so bad the other day where I really missed my appointment with him, but he was fine. So the Sun, okay, this is whose card is this in tarot? Put it into the comment section. The Sun is the card of a Leo. This reading is meant for you, always. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Star, okay? This is about, Leo, a dream come true, manifestation here happening for you. Could be attracting Aquarius, could be an earth sign here for you, water sign, air sign, fire sign. Nonetheless, Leo, the advice here for you is the following. You have the Sun, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Get ready because there is a lot more celebration coming for you. It's not just about your birthday, but it is about you celebrating life. And Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, I think that you're making very calculated, meticulous, specifically designed steps to move towards a new direction in your life. Attracting new friends, by the way, attracting new people, and your happiness. The Sun is literally the happiest card in tarot. Whenever the Sun comes up, Leo, and you show up in your advice, this message is 1000% for you. Who makes you happy? Okay? Whoever makes you happy, whoever contributes to your happiness, that's the person that you should really connect with a lot more, not somebody that tries to, we already talked about it into the past, right? And you got to take action about it. Knight of Pentacles. It's a closure, even if it's a slow process, even that Knight of Pentacles energy, even if it feels it's been forever cycle to close out, it's going to be so worth it, trust me. It's going to be so worth it for you to close this cycle and finally enter into a phase where you're happy. Like, can you just go ahead and have like a happy day? And then the happy day turns into happy 2 days. And then that happy and joyful, peaceful days, they turn into weeks, into months. Not that we don't have bad days. Because if somebody's constantly on a hype, that there's something wrong with those kind of people, right? But it's you really recognizing, Leo, and being able to identify, is this something that is this person that I'm holding on to, is it really worth it? Or am I wasting my time? You don't gotta wait for nobody. So I'm saying, so this is your advice here, your happiness, okay? And it doesn't matter if your happiness is gonna be their misery or whatever, just don't care. So I'm saying, like, that's just the level of unhinged that you don't even care what they feel, what they think anymore. Progress, not perfection. This is your message for the upcoming week. Progress, not perfection, okay? And see how these plants are growing on the brick wall, right? Progress, it's a process, I get it. But somebody has to do the cord cutting. Somebody has to let it go. What's at the bottom? Done is better than perfect. Exactly. Just get it done. Okay? Just do the mantra, do the ritual, let it go, release it. Because as soon as you start taking action, Leo, towards saying and sending a signal to the universe, I don't want to leave with those emotions and those feelings from the past connected to a specific person that make me feel miserable. I don't want to identify with that version of me. I'm actually letting go, and I'm ready to receive. Okay? And that's when the universe starts moving, okay? The law of attraction, law of assumption. Things start getting into motion for you because you are changing your energy and you're changing your frequency and your vibration, okay? So this is what I had for you, dear fellow Leo. I'm gonna head out, get my hair cut, and then pack, and then I'll record a couple more videos, and then I'm gonna head out. But videos are gonna come in as every day, okay? It's gonna be a same day delivery, express delivery. But I'm gonna do my best. Maybe I'll record it from Idaho, Boise as well, maybe in a different location. I'll do my best. But I wanna thank to every single one of you for being here. I wish you all have an amazing birthday. Every single one of you, I'm gonna do my best to be with you as much as possible, especially during our birthday season. You know, keep me in your thoughts, keep me in your prayers for this, yes, we're done with the Mercury retrograde, for this Ironman, okay? I'm really excited for it. I've been training for this. And, you know, I am my own competition. I'm not there to compete with anybody else. I compete with myself. I test my mind. Safety is number one importance for me, safety, okay? Because a lot can happen in those races. Safety. And it's a 1.2 mile swim, 56 mile bike, and a half a marathon, 13 mile run. I want to finish strong. I want to get to the finish line, be proud of myself, okay? And yeah, it's all about showing up. You know, even the decision that I made to do Ironman, that's already a big step. And I couldn't have done it without your support. I couldn't have done it without your contribution. Every time you guys are commenting, every time you guys are supporting, because, you know, really when I look into the comments, you are not just coming here for a reading or just talking about a reading. You're always either sending me love, or you're saying, hey, I wish you good luck for your Ironman, right? Or I wish you speedy recovery, right? That just says a lot. Like, there is a connection that we have, you know, with my audience, with my people, with my soul tribe, okay? And also being as a Leo, like, let me tell you, like, I was really feeling like shit until my Virgo best friend pushed me and said, you gotta go to the urgent care. there's a specific medication. Once we get on it, it'll help you to recover faster. Because I was like, oh my gosh, I made a promise to the collective. I better show up for the Ironman. And I made a promise to myself too, you know. Of course, I'm being mindful, but I'm feeling much better. And by race day, I'm going to be much better. I'm not going to be too nasal. But, you know, it's the sinuses and everything. But it's getting better. So, anyways, I think Henry's got already humidified so good. I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Love you, Leah.